Millions of people dedicate their entire lives to securing a high-paying salary, even though history proves that a single corporate email can erase that salary in 5 seconds. So why do we treat the most fragile financial position on Earth like it is the ultimate finish line? Picture a perfectly normal Tuesday morning. You are a highly paid executive. You drive a beautiful car. You wear a tailored suit. You walk into a glass building, swipe your security badge, and take the elevator to the 20th floor. You feel absolutely indispensable. You have given this company a decade of your life. But at 2 o'clock, you receive a calendar invite from Human Resources. The meeting lasts exactly 10 minutes. They talk about restructuring. They talk about macroeconomics. They thank you for your service. You walk back to your desk to gather your things, and you notice your computer screen is already black. Your company email address has been deactivated. In that exact moment, a terrifying reality sets in. Despite years of a top 1% income, your entire financial survival was completely dependent on a password you no longer control. A brilliant, entirely invisible trap has just been executed right in front of you. You thought you were building permanent wealth, but actually you were just signing a month-to-month lease on your livelihood. We are taught from childhood that a stable 9-to-5 job is the ultimate form of security. Parents, teachers, and society condition us to view a corporate paycheck as an unbreakable promise. But your salary has a strict, unpredictable expiration date. Whether it's corporate downsizing, the rapid rise of artificial intelligence, or the inevitable physical burnout, your ability to trade your time for a paycheck will mathematically come to an end. Most people disagree about this. If you ask traditional career advisors, they will tell you that the only way to protect yourself is to go back to school, get another degree, and become even more valuable to your employer. Some economists argue the exact opposite. They warn that hyper-specializing for one specific corporation actually makes you completely trapped, turning you into a highly vulnerable human resource. Here's where people are split. Is a massive salary a safety net, or is it a blindfold? People don't make bad money decisions. They respond to the environment around them, and your environment aggressively trains you to view cash flow as permanence. When the direct deposit hits your account every 2 weeks like absolute clockwork, it acts as a financial sedative. It numbs your natural survival instincts. It makes you feel like the money will flow forever. But look at a standard wage from a completely different economic position. A wage is intrinsically fragile because it's linear. It's strictly capped by the number of hours you can physically stay awake, and the revenue drops to absolute zero the exact second you stop moving. If you stop carrying buckets of water, you die of thirst. But the ultra-wealthy do not carry buckets. They build pipelines. They know that true financial security requires completely decoupling your income from your time. So long before the trapdoor inevitably opens, they quietly build revenue streams that do not have an expiration date. First, they acquire pieces of the global economy. They buy dividend-yielding equities. They own small fractions of the most profitable companies on Earth. This allows the labor of thousands of other people to deposit cash into their account every single quarter, regardless of whether the owner gets out of bed. Second, they purchase cash-flowing real estate. They own the physical ground society stands on. They know that no matter what software is invented or which CEO is fired, human beings will always need a physical place to sleep and work. Third, they construct scalable digital products. They record their knowledge, package it, and put it on a server. They create a system once, and the frictionless scale of the internet allows it to be sold 1,000,000 times while they're on vacation. Fourth, they build automated business systems. They do not buy a job, they build an entity that operates entirely without their physical presence. They transition from being a vulnerable human resource to an owner of systems that relentlessly generate cash, whether they're sick, sleeping, or retired. The biggest financial advantage isn't intelligence, it's which game you're playing. The middle class is playing a game of single-source survival. They are terrified of losing their job because it's the only stream of water feeding their reservoir. But the wealthy are playing a game of systemic redundancy. If one stream dries up, the reservoir remains completely full. Let's slowly reveal the invisible forces holding the traditional system together. The incentives of the corporate world are meticulously designed to demand 100% of your energy. By keeping you exhausted, they ensure you never have the bandwidth left on the weekends to build these outside streams of income. Your exhaustion is their retention strategy. The structures of modern society tie your essential human needs, like healthcare and social status, directly to your job title. This makes the idea of building independent wealth feel terrifying, almost like a betrayal of the norm. The psychological pressures of your peers convince you that investing in assets is incredibly risky, while blindly relying on a single manager's spreadsheet is somehow viewed as the safe, responsible choice. And the probabilities dictate a very dark reality. Over a 40-year career, the market will shift, technology will evolve, and your role will eventually be optimized. The people who are absolutely blindsided by layoffs and lose everything did not fail the system. They followed the system perfectly. They did exactly what the economy required them to do. They prioritized the illusion of safety over the reality of ownership. They traded their prime biological years to build someone else's empire, and they left themselves completely exposed. Wealth is often less about effort and more about position. If you position yourself directly beneath a single corporate spigot, your effort will constantly be dictated by the hand that turns the valve. You will work 50 hours a week for decades, completely unaware that a single email from human resources can turn the water off forever. But if you position yourself as the owner of multiple streams, the entire power dynamic flips. You no longer operate out of fear. You walk into the office knowing that the paycheck is simply a bonus, not a lifeline. You negotiate differently. You take calculated risks. You stop treating your salary like it's your entire identity. And you start treating it like a temporary tool used to fund your ultimate freedom. The hidden rule of modern wealth is that you can never truly be free as long as someone else controls your only source of survival. Your job has an expiration date. The only question is what you will own when that date finally arrives.